Just going to allow anyone else to.
All right. Hello, everybody. I like to call the Grandfather Mountain 2022 Clan Morrison AGM is started. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Andrew, thank you. Coit, as always, your tent is spectacular.
It's the best.
Yeah. Michael, it's nice to see you and your family
Mildly biased,
again.
but I think it's the best.
It is a great one. I've got not a whole lot to say, and I don't want to keep everybody here. I know everybody's probably wanting to go off and do their thing, but for those of you who don't know who I am Michael Stephen Morrison, Chairman of Clan Morrison Society of North America. I'm glad to be back here for the second time. It was a little drier last time, but it was hot, so it's, I'm enjoying this weather, actually. I like it. I've got a few notes, and with that, the first thing I want to talk about is the Ashton Bridge Restoration Project. So we had someone reach out to us within the last 6 months and said that the Clan Morrison Bridge that goes over to Dunashton is in shambles. It was built in 2020, or completed in 2020.
Yep.
And it hasn't had a lick of maintenance in 22 and a half years. So some locals reached out to us and said, hey, y'all need to look at this. So we are putting together, the board of directors is putting together a group who are going to spearhead a restoration project. Most of that is going to entail fundraising. We had some professionals go look at the bridge, and it's going to cost about $40,000 US to do the necessary maintenance.
Did you say 4 or 40?
40.
So
Four
just
zero.
for background, the bridge was financed in the first place by the Clan Morrison Society of North America, largely. So there was fundraising done in America for it. It got built. We had a great grand opening, and that was in 2000. But I think because the locals didn't pay for it, they haven't looked after it. And Dunashton as a site is obviously, everybody knows that Morrison is very important historically. To Morrisons, it was where the Morrisons of Lewis would retreat if they needed to. Because it's a stack that was completely impossible for enemies to attack when there was no bridge. And now nobody lives on it. It's a stack, meaning it's a sort of little island off a big island, of the island of Lewis. And now there's been archaeological work done there and so on. But it's the locals in Ness think of it as very much the Morrison fort. And that's why it's the clan war cry on the chief's arms. It's the war cry and so on. So it's an important place for Morrisons historically. So
Thank you, Andrew. All right. So we don't really expect that's something that could just happen over the next 6 months. So I'm kind of hoping that it would be maybe like a 3-year project. Fundraising, and then the actual restoration. If it happens any faster than that, I would consider that a great success for the society and the family as a whole. So moving on to the next thing. One of the things that the board of directors did this year was we opened up a PayPal account. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is going away from a paper-based organization to the digital era. And one of the first things that we did was we opened up a PayPal account so that if you are putting in an application for membership into the society, then you can do your money electronically, which is safer than sending cash or a check through the mail, which is how it had been done forever, as long as the society has been a thing. We had a Shamar Jones has volunteered to become the newsletter editor. For many of our older members who are largely not active on Facebook, can only be reached through phones or maybe a Gmail. She will be. Well, we haven't put out a newsletter since 2017. Our editor has become. It's just become more than he could handle in his old age. He's been in the hospital several times in and out over the last few years, and so we've got a new person who's going to come in. And once what we'd like to do also is revamp the website. It actually doesn't work on a lot of phones because it was created before cell phones were a thing. So we're going to redo the website where we've got PayPal working on that. Shamar is going to create the topic of her first editorial piece will be the Dunestian Bridge, the restoration project. She wants to talk about the island, a little bit of the history, how important the stronghold was to Clan Morrison that were there at the time, what the bridge means for us being able to access that as a historical site. And so that will be her first editorial piece. We will it'll be accessible on Facebook. It will also be on the website, and then we may be able to make a video to accompany her editorial that if you're on the website, you'll be able to find it on Facebook and vice versa. So that's what we're trying to do, is trying to bring Clan Morrison into the modern age. We have another volunteer, Terry Gessinger. I hope I haven't gotten that wrong, Terry. If I did, I apologize. And when we speak next, you can give me a tongue lashing for it. She is going to actually spearhead the fundraising project for the restoration project. She has been fundraising for a couple of decades now, and she's raised millions and millions of dollars in that time, so she's the perfect person to bring in. One of the things that I will do is I am going to appoint her as a member at large, which is something that I can do as the president. Generally, that election would be held in 2023, but since she's stepping up now, we're not going to wait until 2023 before she can start her job. So she'll be appointed that, and then she'll start fundraising. That's not going to give her any permissions to handle society monies, but she will have the ability to make deposits, not withdrawals. As of right now, there's only 2, maybe 3 people who have access to clan funds. That would be myself, Chris Gilmore, the Chief Shawnee, and maybe nobody else. Actually, I think just the 2 of us. So as Terry is stepping up to member at large, Jennifer Wolcott, who had been a member at large for a number of years, won a vast wealth of knowledge. I've appointed her to the advisory council, which is where we like to put people where we don't, so we don't lose them. That's right. There is, and I will make a link, a thought bubble to go with this because I don't know, but there is an Amazon charity. Actually, Coit may know the website. If you add this Amazon charity to your Amazon account, and every time you purchase something through Amazon, Clan Morrison will get a percentage, a 1%.
It's called Amazon Smile, and then you just look up Clan Morrison Society.
Amazon Smile, Clan Morrison Society. If you make Clan Morrison Society your charitable donation on Amazon Smile, then every time you make a purchase through Amazon, Clan Morrison Society will get 1% of those proceedings, which will be put towards the bridge restoration project.
Yeah,
so if you would do that, that would be amazing. Let's see. Okay, that's all I have on my sham of a list. I want to open it up for questions. Does anybody have any?
I got an interesting thing. Someone gave me a. But
you want to come stand here?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You normally see these books around. A lot of the towns have their own book about the history and all. So this one is Grandfather Mountain, and someone came to me and showed me page 66. I'll show everyone first, and I'll show the camera.
Oh, fabulous.
Clan Morrison is right up front for the Parade of Tartan. So, and then I said, "Oh yeah, I'll have to buy that. What is the book?" He said, "No, here." So he gave it to me. So
What
it
year
was
is
great.
that?
What year was that?
I got it last year, but
No,
this
the,
is.
the picture. What,
Oh, that was Kendall was looking kind of. This is. I'm guessing it was 10 years ago, maybe. Yeah.
Thank you, Coy. Does anybody have any questions? Anything they'd like to say?
I'd like to say
Anything for
congratulations to everybody for who marched, especially today. Really, really good job, good representation. I thought we had one of the best displays out there, and well done, everybody. You're all nuts.
For those of you who are not lucky enough to be here, lucky enough to be dry, it's about 63 degrees and wet, raining all day.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
And again, thank you to Coit for his hospitality, which has been fantastic. But
Thank you, Coy.
you always put on the best tent around, so it's really
Right.
good.
Well, with that, I will close the 2022 Grandfather Mountain Clan Morrison AGM.